Good morning from Singapore. It is good to be back. Oh my gosh, when was the last time we were here? I'm not sure, but I miss it so much. A lot of people ask me, what's your itinerary in Singapore? And I said, to eat. I'm here to eat, okay? I have so many hawker stalls I need to eat at. This time around, I'm staying in Chinatown, and since I'm staying in Chinatown, I thought I would do a video about what to eat around here, like a mini vlog. It's such a huge concentration of delicious food here. Now, I am doing a video on Chinatown Complex, so I won't do any stalls there. Starving already. It is 8 a.m. I'm gonna go grab breakfast. Surprisingly, I'm supposed to be jet lagged, but I slept like 11 hours. Life is good. Oh, give this video a big thumbs up. Gonna be good. Okay, let's go. Alright y'all, I am a savory breakfast girly and I'm so excited to eat this plate of noodles right here. So this is from a really famous stall called Outram Part Fried Kway Tow Mi. This right here is the Char Kway Tow. I hope I'm saying that right. It's flat noodles that's stir fried with a bunch of bean sprouts. There's cockles in here, egg, and you can see the chef and his giant wok in the back, and he's just flipping the ingredients and he's cooking constantly. I mean, we got here pretty early, but I heard that if you come here later, the line could be 20 minutes to 40 minutes, especially on the weekends. We're here around 8 a.m. It was like 3 or 4 people waiting, but then constantly 3 or 4 people waiting, if you know what I mean. They definitely have it down to a science because you just see them cooking, finishing it, plating it, and they're just handing it out, like in and out, in and out. Go ahead and bite into this. Oh my gosh, look at that. It smells amazing. You can see some of the noodles are blackened from the wok. Ooh, that's gonna have a great taste. Here we go. Oh my God, wow. That is so good. What the heck? There's like different types of noodles in here too. Oh, it's a mix of long flat noodles and also these thinner noodles right over here. Wow, 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 wow. I should have gotten a large. So all of it together, it's got kind of this wet, slippery texture, but you can definitely taste some sweetness in there and also the dark savory soy sauce that they cook this with. And there's a little bit of charred flavor that comes from frying all together in the wok. They call it wok hei. It's not as deep and as smoky as other dishes I've tried, but it's certainly there. And it's all so flavorful. I mean, you got some pieces of the fish cake and you got some juicy little cockles in there and then the bean sprouts to add the crunch. This is one of those dishes where it doesn't look, you know, as appetizing as other dishes do, but it is so flavorful. Here's the bite for you. Ah! I devoured it. That was so good. Get the large, y'all. Cockles. From the cockles in there. I love that name. Cockles. So after you eat, you can put all your food and plates and stuff back here. The tables also get cleaned pretty often. Another plus about eating that, the oil is like a lip balm. Moisturized. I went upstairs, turned the corner. We're going to a coffee shop here. I gotta get my coffee. I really love a good iced latte, so it is right here. Let me show you guys. I went from here, turned here, and here it is. Bullock Cart Coffee. A taro iced latte. Oh, you ever seen one so pretty? Oh my gosh, the gradient is gradienting. Okay, we're gonna take a sip. Oh my gosh. I think I need to mix it first. That's so pretty lah. Oh, the taro is so good. Taro flavor is very light actually, and it blends it really well with the coffee. Not too sweet, which is the perfect amount of sweetness. Thank you, let's go. Singapore without getting some Kaya Toast, and we had to go to Kun Kaya Toast. So this particular spot is the OG original location, and luckily it's right next to our hotel, so yay! They do have an outside seating area and this area here with air conditioning. They actually have different types of toast. So they have French toast, they have it with peanut butter. I just got the classic Kaya Toast set. Here we go, we got 2 soft-boiled eggs, I'm gonna put some soy sauce on it and some pepper. First, I'm gonna try the Kaya toast by itself. Look at the butter in here. Bread is like nice and toasty too. It's actually quite thin as well. But Kaya jam is really good. It low-key feels kind of bad to eat all this butter, but it's so good with the jam. It's like a perfectly sweet coconut jam. Toast is like a little crispy. It's still warm. Nice and simple. I'm gonna dip in some of my coffee though. I did get a hot coffee with some milk. Oh, I think I got the one with no sugar. Just gonna pop it with my toast. Ooh, look at that. Ho, 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 ho. Yes. Thai toast with some eggs. That's the right combo right there. Creaminess of the egg, saltiness with the soy sauce, with some of the butter, toast, and Kaya. Look at that. Also, guys, don't mind the glow. It's sweat. Are we in Hawaii right now? Come back! Come back, be my friend. Hello. All right, y'all, so we are back at the hotel because I'm waiting for the lunch stalls to open up. So that's one thing to look out for, is that some stalls are only open from a specific time and on certain days. For example, 12 to 3 p.m. only on Thursdays and Fridays. But it's a good time for a little break because I was sweating already. I don't even know why I put on makeup because it just melts off. One thing that I love about traveling is tasting new foods and then trying to recreate the flavors back in my kitchen. MasterClass has been so helpful in helping me level up my cooking skills. MasterClass is a membership to thousands of online lessons from the best of the best. Okay, story time. I actually used to hunt down the Kogi truck to get their Kogi tacos, and the chef Roy Choi has an intuitive cooking class on MasterClass, and he's so funny. In the class he goes, "You don't need measuring cups. 1 cup, 2 cup, that's how you measure." I learned how to make the galbi marinade, how to grill the meat, how to make kimchi, basically how to make the Kogi tacos. They also have classes for making restaurant quality food with the Gordon Ramsay and baking with the Dominic Ansel. And you can learn to cook a bunch of different cuisines from Japanese to Italian to Southern.
Risotto is something that you have to love it.
So we are going to cook the rice grits like we would a risotto.
It's just $10 a month, billed annually, to have these experts in your pocket. Highly, highly recommend MasterClass. You can click the link in my description to get started today for 15% off. Alright, y'all, we are at Maxwell Food Center, and ooh, it is popping right now because it is lunchtime on a weekday. Originally, I was only gonna get 1 chicken rice here, and it was the stall that the locals recommended to go to if you don't want to wait up for Tian. But I've never tried Tian before, and it's a really popular Hainanese chicken rice here in Singapore. So I was like, why don't we do a side-by-side? So that's what I have here. At Tian, I got their steamed and roasted mix. This is the large. I got an egg. And at the Ah-Tai, I just got the regular Hainan chicken rice. It's really funny because apparently the owner used to work at Tian and then decided to open up his own stall 2 stalls down from where he worked before. Slay. That's a slay. All right, let's go ahead and dig into this chicken rice. I'm just drooling. Look at that. It is soaked in the sauce. I'm gonna get some of this rice. Let's go ahead and bite into it. Ready? That chicken literally melted in my mouth. It was so smooth, so tender, and the sauce makes it extremely juicy. Wow, succulent. Okay, Tian, I see you. That was scrumptious. We're gonna try one of their roasted chicken right here. Look at this piece. The roasted has a much thicker skin and a intensely savory flavor. A little bit on the salty side. If you want succulent, juicy chicken, get just the steamed one because that was almost melt in my mouth. The roasted one is more flavorful, but certainly not as tender. Now let's try the other stall's chicken rice. Comes with egg, sauce right here, rice, a little bit of cucumber, and this is the small portion of chicken. That one was really good too. A lot more tender than it looks. Wow. I already have my verdict. If you want good chicken rice, both stalls delivers that. If you don't want to wait, definitely go to Ah-Tai. It's right 2 stalls down. There's no line, easy grab and go. However, I think the reason why the chicken rice at Tian is so good is they drizzle on this really thick sauce on top. Both of the stalls do pour a sauce on. However, the Tian sauce is just a lot thicker and more savory and more salty. And it almost looks like they added cornstarch or something to thicken up that sauce. Honestly, it's probably a lot of MSG and salt, but that's why it tastes so good. And their chicken is just so tender. Oh my gosh. I can almost drink this sauce, that's how good it is. This chicken rice is just slightly better than the other one. Look how juicy that is. And the skin just glides off. Amazing. However, once again, they're both good. It is just personal preference. Or you know what? If you're a big baller, just get both too. Hi, 你好，请问这是什么做的？那我用一个这盒好了。We have moved because I went to another stall. It is called Ondeh. Hope I'm saying that right. This is actually the kyokosu. So they sell out pretty fast. So if you guys want to get like their specialty, make sure you guys go early. We went an hour before they closed, and that's all they had left. It's made with glutinous rice flour, sweet potato, gula melaka, and shredded coconut. There's this beautiful sweet coconut flavor that just coats your entire mouth. Surprisingly, not too sweet. That's one thing I'm realizing here is every dessert is not too sweet. The texture of this is so addicting. It's like a little mochi cake, so good. The tapioca cake, it's once again coated in the coconut flake. It really tastes like there are little pearly bits in there. Just really light sugar flavor. Soft, it's chewy, it's bouncy. They're so fun too. That's one thing I love about Singapore. It's just the mix of different cuisines and cultures here. I mean, you really can get all types of food and they're all delicious. That line. There are so many people lining up for this. It must be good. So apparently this is old style yang tofu. The first thing I'm gonna do is taste the broth. I love that it's basically 90 degrees and it's so hot and humid. And we're like, let's get some soup. That's the way to do it. Whoa, that's good soup. It's a nice clear broth. You taste a lot of that tofu soybean flavor and a little bit of fishiness from the fish paste, but not too much. Overall, very clear broth. Okay, so let's go ahead and taste some of this. It's basically a Hakka dish, and it's tofu, and inside they stuff it with either ground meat or fish paste. Let's go ahead and bite into it. It looks so good. Very simple flavor. They have this chili paste on the side. You gotta eat it with the sauce. Actually, for 6 Singaporean dollar, there's a lot of tofu in here. There's fried tofu, regular tofu, and there's also fish ball, and there's some fish cake in here. Oh, this one, since it's fried, a little bit more flavor and saltiness to it. Oh, that was the softest, chewiest fish ball ever. It literally kind of exploded in my mouth. It was kind of juicy, I'm not gonna lie. So I think the soaky tofu, you definitely need to dip it with some sauce, but the fried tofu has so much flavor, and the filling on the inside is really savory. The broth is light and yet umami at the same time. Good soup. I feel like stalls like this is very nostalgic, simple, delicious, nothing fancy. It's just a good bowl of comforting soup with some good ingredients. I feel a lot of this very popular stall is just like very nostalgic. It's, you know exactly what you're gonna get. quality doesn't change. 6 Singaporean dollars for a very good meal that's gonna taste exactly how you want it. That's what makes it so good. When one stall just serves one thing and they make it really good. I think that's what this is. I'm a soup girl. I love my soup. It's so hot. How do you guys do it? So hot. I'm dying. Next stop is known for their pastry, especially their egg tarts. They have this signature diamond shape. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's all over me. It's super crispy, and when I bite into it, it just flakes off in large chunks. The middle part is not too sweet. It's got a very light custard flavor. Nice and eggy and creamy. Here's their charcoal one. I'll never get used to the crisp. It almost tastes like ube. Whoa. As I bite into this, look at that, kaya jam. This is definitely the flakiest egg tart I've ever bit into. It's really decadent because it has the kaya jam inside. I definitely prefer the original better. I think I prefer my egg tarts with a flakier, softer crust. But this one is good because it has a signature bite to it. Like when you bite into it, it immediately flakes off. It's a little bit harder, almost like a crisp to it. And even though they're known for their egg tarts, all the pastries look so good in there. We are at Koksen. It is a Michelin Bib Gourmand restaurant. Bib Gourmand basically means good quality food at a great price, which I feel like that's like every stall and restaurant in Singapore. But we got here super early, right when they opened, because apparently it fills up pretty fast. Make reservations. We did come on a Wednesday, so you don't need to be that eager because it's still kind of empty right now. We got a few of the highly recommended items. I feel like every time I go out, I walk, I sweat it out, and then I'm hungry again. Two moods, sweaty and hungry. That's it. So this is the citron yuzu tea with sour plum in there, iced. This is exactly what I think it would taste like. A little bit lemony, a little bit plummy, but mostly just water.
All right.
3 sizes, right? There's like small, medium, large. I ordered the small thinking it would be small, but it truly is big, horrifying. There's rice noodles, there's shrimp, there's veggies, and this very like thick, gooey sauce. Look at this giant shrimp right here. That was so flavorful. There's like this instant smokiness to it and a little spicy kick, just a little bit. We're gonna try some of this rice noodle here. I'm so excited. It's covered in egg. I take that back. It's not a little spicy, it's actually quite spicy. Oh, you can see the red peppers in there. It really tastes like a lot of shrimp paste in there. Very, very seafoody. It's very savory, a little bit spicy, but scrumptious, and so much egg in there. Look at these giant pieces of shrimp in here. What? So this is fried chicken, deep fried in a batter with fermented shrimp paste. Here we go. Yo, that skin is so crispy, it's so flaky, oh my gosh. I feel like the prawn flavor kind of comes in at the very end, like you barely taste it. It just adds a little nice aftertaste. It just makes it like really fragrant too. The next item is a Hakka Chinese dish, and it consists primarily of tofu filled with different types of meat, like ground meat, but in this case, I believe that it's all shrimp paste. And actually, this one right here looks super familiar because when you go to dim sum, I would get like eggplant with the shrimp paste inside. It's one of my favorite. Here we go. Tofu with shrimp paste. I love. It's all about the texture for me, the soft tofu and the chewy shrimp paste, which is actually very soft as well. Look at that. Wow. Shrimp paste is just so thick and chewy in there, and that's a piece of pepper. Oh, look at that. I love that the rice noodles are kind of in clumps. So when you take a bite, you're also taking a huge bite of the sauce wrapped in the noodles. Happy girl, happy girl. How do they make this so light and flaky? Incredible. I think it's the juices from the shrimp heads soaking in, covered in this eggy gravy. Incredible. It is so flavorful. I just want to drink that egg gravy, but it is spicy and I can feel my lips like growing from the spice. I feel like this is the place to go if you have a large group of friends traveling with you in Singapore, because I wish we can order like so many different dishes to try. We only tried 3 dishes today. They're all really good, heavily focused on the seafood. We are in Singapore, but all pretty delicious. The most amazing part of this meal is no sauce on my shirt. I am so full. I have a literal food baby and my lips are inflamed from the spice, but there's always room for dessert. Spice pear, hazelnut, mint cacao, sea salt, chicha, macadamia butterfly pea, strawberry basil, white croissant, Smith's pear sorbet. That sounds so good. Sugar. This is their special signature thyme-infused waffle cone. Look at it. We're at a ice cream shop. It's called Birds of Paradise. Highly recommended by friends. They have such unique flavors, very fruity, very floral. We got strawberry basil and Smith's pear sorbet. But I will say, we tried so many flavors and they were all so good. I had a really difficult time figuring out which one. Here's a bite for you. Aha, JK. It kind of tastes like the Haagen-Dazs strawberry, but then with like a touch of basil in there. Smith's pear, here's one for you. You get so much of that pear flavor. This is definitely the most unique ice cream flavors I've ever had. It's a lot of mix of fruit and tea together. So good, wow. This also helps break up all that spiciness, oiliness, some savoriness from the food we just ate. Really good. Perfect way to end the day and this video. Woo! Alright, y'all. And there we go. That was a Chinatown food tour, or a mini tour because there's so much more food here. We barely scratched the surface. But I only have a few days here. I'm so glad we got to hit up some stalls, some restaurants, ending with this ice cream here. Oh my gosh, that was so good. Refreshing and fruity and very light and creamy at the same time. How did they do that? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below which of the items that we tried today would you love to try. I'm gonna go back to the hotel and take a giant nap. Oh wait, no, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep, guys. I'm jet lagged. I'll see you guys in the next video. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. And bye! Mwah, kisses. We wanted cold coconut water and then we came. And this is the biggest, look at my fist. It's the biggest coconut, wait. It's so big. 3 Singaporean dollars. This is a workout, oh my gosh. There's so much coconut water in there, what? What? It's gigantic.